Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got a new deck here for you today. This is the deck my wife is going to be running at Sectors, and I kind of want to run it through the loops and see what it's about. I don't know if I'm playing up against her, that's not really the point. I also just want to play it, learn it, so I can give her some tips because she kind of struggles a little bit with sequencing, and I'm wondering if I could figure it out and help her out to be a good husband. So, what's the deck here? We've got Yoda. On the front side, action. If a unit left play this phase, draw a card and then put a card on top of your deck. For those that don't know, the new combination with this Yoda leader is this new Rey. You kind of are able to board control a little bit with this, is what I take on it. The back side of him is a 4/9, and he has Restore 2, I believe, and when you flip him, you're able to pop something equal to the card you discard off the top of your deck's cost, which is really sweet. And she's choosing to run a 4-space with this, and she chose Strangled Cliffs simply because we don't have 2 hyperspace Fortress Vaders at home, and I'm using the hyperspace one that we have, but we do have a hyperspace of this. So this list she's running is due to the card pool we actually have here at home. So some of you might see it's weird that we have 1 Redemption and 1 Krayt Dragon, but now that Force Throw's gone, I don't think Krayt Dragon's as relevant anymore, personally. Same thing with Redemption. If you get it, you're probably winning. If you don't, it's not a big deal. So on the low end of the deck, we've got Owen Lars. It restores 2, searches for a force unit when it dies. We've got C-3PO, which is also a combination with Rey. We've got Yaddle. We've got some Secretive Sage, some Nightsister warriors. You're My Only Hope is really sweet too. Being able to push out these early big game units seems really gnarly. We've got Yoda in the deck. We've got 2 Open Fire. We've got 3 constructed Lightsaber in the slot that Force Throw would be in. She wasn't really sure what she was going to run, but I do kind of like this as a card because if you can slap this on your leader or put it on an early Yaddle, put it on either Secretive Sage or Nightsister Warrior, you're sitting with a Sentinel unit in play, let alone if it's on a Heroic unit, it's going to get double the Restore, so Yaddle turns into a Restore 3. Mace or Obi-Wan Kenobi turns into a Sentinel that restores. Rey actually has play with it because now it's not just a 5/5 when you put it into play. It restores. Ki-Adi restores with it, so on and so forth. Also, getting it on a Luke is kind of crazy because then you're restoring 5, which is really, really gnarly. Or you can just like beef up your Chirrut Sentinel, which is really cool too. I do like the way this deck is rounded. She's also choosing to run Rebellious Hammerhead simply because we, on average, have about 5 cards in our hand when we're able to play this. So it does deal with a fair amount of things. If you can play this, delete something, and then hopefully have had something else set up to die to Rey, which is pretty cool. Sideboard notes, she's running 1 Bombing Run, 2 Grenade Strike for the Vader matchup. She's running Disabling Fang Fighters for the Boba matchup. Pretty much anything piloting besides Luke. And then we've got Pillage in the sideboard, just a really good discard effect until rotation happens. Now probably one of the most powerful discard effects until rotation happens. She's running the Daughter and Rival's Fall. I will say there is no Poe Dameron units in this deck because we only own 2 copies at home and they're in my Obi-Wan deck because I get more use out of it immediately with Timely Intervention. You could put Poe in the deck, and I would say probably cut. It would either have to be Rebellious Hammerhead or Poe, but I think Rebellious Hammerhead is really, really gnarly. So let's jump into some games, and we'll catch you there. Kylo Data Vault. This will probably be a little difficult. All right, we're back at we've got some Yoda. Sorry, let me restart. We've got Yoda Red versus Kylo Data Vault. So this will be interesting. I would love to start. This isn't a great hand, not gonna lie. But I think we keep it. I think we gotta keep it. I'll start on the Sage. I get to claim here. Rivals Fall is going to be so huge in this match. That is for sure. Alright. Dude, I think it's got to be Itinerant Warrior. I will go ahead and... You know what? Let's crash into Pershing. Okay, now I will go ahead and just play out Yaddle, I think. We can just bring out C-3PO. I guess I'll name 5 just in case. Okay. We get to claim. And that's fine too. Oh man. These are all going to be so sweet. I have 3 Mace, so I can drop a Mace here. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and just crash into this while I can, so they can stop drawing. Now I get to do the Yoda thing. I'll put Rey on top, just in case they play anything else out. I'll play out Yaddle. They'll play out Pershing. Let's go attack here. I'll name 5. Done. Reveal and draw. Trigger. Here and here. And then I'll claim. It's just kind of giving it to me here. It's pretty sweet. We'll get rid of a Rey. That's fine. Let's go ahead and crash into Pershing. These are just doing damage. That's not the end of the world. I think what I'm gonna do is just attack. Let's see what they do here. They could OB one of these things, but that would be kind of wild. So they play Rey. We can't fell that. What I can do is let's go ahead and put Rey back on top. I have to attack the base. Name 5. Reveal and draw. And then trigger. So what I can do is set the Rey up to be got here. And I can go ahead and just play the Rey now. Because I got another one anyway. That's pretty cool. Felder Dragon, Rivals Fall are going to be really sweet. I don't think we need... Well, this is a tough choice. But I think we can ditch Ki-Adi here, I think. I think that's fine. Because if they fell this, that's no big deal. Alright, well then that gives me the option to... They're on 6. What could they have on 6? They don't have Timely Intervention or ECL here. So I think I'll try to get some value where it's had. That's fine. Crash here, restore 1. We're gonna hit for 2. They play resupply, so they can flip this turn. So I need to. I can just action by putting Rey on top. They're gonna flip. They could if they wanted to. They don't. So now I can just play Obi-Wan Kenobi and pass. We'll drop a Yoda here because I don't need 2. But the second they flip their leader, I'm just rivals falling. Yeah, that's fine. What did they got? Sure. Sure. I would like to give Yaddle the experience, and I'll draw. That's fine. We'll just rivals fall, get it back. And then I can deploy here, pretty easy. Trigger, we'll get rid of this thing. So they can heal, that's fine. We'll go ahead, hit you for 4, restore, hit you for 5, hit you for 2. And I think we're in pretty good command of this game right now. Sure. That's fine. That is fine. I will go ahead and just play Luke, get rid of that. And then we'll go ahead, hit, restore 2. Pass. And I will drop C-3PO at this point. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. Just Super Laser Blast, that's fine. So we can just reestablish. We can go ahead and just play Owen. We'll play out Yoda. And I think Rey. Just pass. Going up to 10 is pretty cool here. I don't think open fire is going to do too much anymore. Search 5 top of my deck. I can grab a Yaddle. And I would love to draw a card. That's really cool. So let's go ahead and play Yaddle. They discarded Craving Power. That's cool. Play this. Play this. And we'll set up. Guess that can go to the bottom. We don't need it really anymore. And then we'll pass. They have to have the 3rd Super Laser Blast here, really, to get out of this. And I don't think going up to 11 is too relevant here, but this card also might not be super great here. Can't imagine that they have another Super Laser Blast. They could, but we shall have to see. I think we're doing all right in this game here. We're getting really close to closing this out. Any big dumb thing they put into play, we just, like if they Avenger me here, I just get rid of this, draw a card, Fel the Dragon it. Feeling good there. If they play Annihilator, they do get to rip 6 cards out of my deck, but I don't think Kylo Ren's playing Annihilator. That's more of an Iden Data Vault card. They do play Vigilance, and they could defeat the Nightsister Warrior, but they'll probably just mill me for 6. Yeah. Oh, they did. Interesting. Okay. Well, that being the case, I think we can just attack, restore 1. Each friendly other Jedi gains restore 1. Traitorous, huh? Well, let's go ahead and Hammerhead the Yaddle. We'll still attack and restore 1. Play a Yaddle. Put a constructed lightsaber on him and pass. I'm pretty much done resourcing at this point. I think we're fine here. We're presenting a pretty big board. Sure. So you can give -6. I would like to give it here, and then I'll attack you for 6, restore 3. Sure. And we'll just take you out. That was a sick game. We'll catch you on the next one. Alright, we've got some Yoda versus Vader. Let's see what we can do here. I can keep this hand, that's fine. Felder Dragon will be really good. We can get rid of a Rebellious Hammerhead. Probably Itinerant Warrior. That also could be good. I'm going to regret putting that Fel into the resources, but we have a good curve here. They just claim. It's fine. They can't power me. They could force choke me, which would be annoying. But we're going to drop the Itinerant now that we got Chirrut here. That's fine by me. I think we'll throw this on here. Then we'll crunch. Restore 3, no effect, no effect. And then we can go ahead and filter a bit. Top. Pass. That's fine. I think I want the Owen over the Nightsister here. So they had an open fire. That's cool. Let's draw. I guess we'll put a Chirrut to the bottom. That way if they want to ping, they got to do it just to the base. Force throw. Really? You're still playing force throw? The frick out of here. Get the frick out of here. We're going to be on 5. I'd really hate to throw away a constructed lightsaber. But it looks like we might have to just to get some board presence here. Sure. Let's just attack that. Sure, ping ping, that's fine. We'll put Kenobi on top. Just to... and pass. Can easily resource a Kenobi here. We're running out of cards, which is a problem, but I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be okay here. We'll see what they're gonna play. This guy ambushes. It doesn't matter, so no, I'm not going to. What I can do is trigger, get rid of that. That's like their whole turn. Put this on top. And then we'll hit, we'll restore, and pass. Chirrut can go to the bottom now because we've got Obi-Wan if we need it. But they're on their Vader turn, both Vaders, leader and unit, so we'll have to see what we can do here. I do like... what if I just send Yoda into it? It probably seems fine. Actually, what I could do... man, this is actually tough. This is tough. Because if he has overwhelming barrage, I'm kind of effed. I think we'll just do this for now. Gets a little bit of card advantage. Get something going. Restore. If force throw me, sure. No, I just Luke that. Sure. We can I think I'm just going to put this on top. As much as I would like it. But we're going to go ahead and deploy. Trigger, get rid of that. They'll deal 2 to my base, 2 here, but I'm going to restore 2. That's fine. Sure. Restore. Hit you. Pass. Kind of like all these cards right now. We'll get rid of C-3PO at this point. Okay. Let's just head into him. Overwhelm for 3. Sure. I'll restore 3. We will just go ahead and draw 2 cards. I'll restore 2, no effect, and I'll pass. Being on 8 here, I think we'll drop the open fire is fine. We do just kind of have lethal on him if he doesn't deal with both of these somehow. And he's probably going to attack the Luke, which is fine. Because we just kind of have lethal in play here. And that's game. Wow. This deck actually feels pretty good, even without Force Throw. And my opponent here was playing Force Throw. And we still managed to take the dub. Now, what I will say, though, is the sequencing of this deck is a very, very sensitive thing. Like, you really need to sequence properly the entire time. So, all in all, I'm a huge fan. I think Yoda's sick. I think this deck is actually really good. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a blast playing. Give God some praise tonight. He is the life, the truth, the way. He is Yahweh. And we'll catch you in the next one.